we need to sign in or something? I guess we already have.
Yes, if you signed in on,
Yes.
did
Okay.
you sign in? Did it
All right,
say-
so-
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Staring at it.
We'll then move on to item B, approval of agenda. Is there a motion to approve, or are there any additions or corrections or modifications?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I would second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye, or do we have to do something on here?
You know, for the
Yep.
agenda and the minutes, I think you do voice votes on those.
All right, so all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, agenda is approved. Item C, approval of minutes from the June 21st, 2018 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, and is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item D, regular business. Item number 1, consideration with possible action regarding approval to contribute $5,000 toward an impediments to fair housing study in conjunction with the City of Green Bay and the Brown County Housing Authority. And that information is in your packet.
Yeah, as the cover letter explained, the city is looking to do this impediments to fair housing study, and because both the Green Bay and the Brown County Housing Authorities also use that information, they have requested if we would be willing to contribute towards the cost of it. So we're asking for your approval to contribute $5,000.
I have no problem with that at all.
And I was just gonna ask where the money's coming from, which pot of funds?
Probably our COCC, which is our central office cost center, because it is an administrative
Okay.
cost. It is not, it's something that each AMP uses, but it is administrative in its essence.
Okay, so it comes from the COCC.
Mhm.
Cost?
Central office cost
Central
center.
Office Cost
Center.
Center. Okay, that sounds fine.
All right. Is there a motion to approve? Well, I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? Hearing none?
And then you would vote on your pads for this one.
We vote on our pads for this one. All right. Let's see, how do we do that?
Just
Is
press-
it popping up?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. Yes, no, abstain. Okay, so everybody vote.
Use your finger. And then Jesse will tell you how that vote came out.
Okay, do you have to hit save?
Yeah.
Stop reading your finger. Are you holding too long? Maybe you just
There.
need to tap?
There you go. You got it. Hit
Got
save.
it.
Hit save.
It won't reach her fingertip.
You were kind of pushing. I wonder if that's why.
It's unanimous.
Do that, if it might.
Just try to
Unanimous?
touch it,
All
yes.
right.
Touch it. We'll try again.
Turn.
We'll have
Yeah.
many chances to try again. Last
All right,
time
so
we
now how do I
did
get
it,
back
either.
to agenda details?
So you try to get your fingertip right on and just touch it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I have it on my iPad too. I downloaded it from the city's website. All right, item number 2 under this section of regular business, consideration with possible action to award an architect and engineer on-call contract to lowest responsive and responsible proposal which best meets the needs of GBHA.
So I'm passing out now a summary from the 3 proposals that were received for this. So we got a proposal from Architects Group Limited, which we have used very much in the future whenever we had A&E services. Martin Riley also submitted a proposal, as well as Berner Schober, and an evaluation panel scored them. And you can see that the highest scoring one was AGL. So we would like to request approval to award the contract to them.
What would this be used for?
I was just gonna ask that.
So-
I mean, I've encountered emergency situations, but I've never, having a father who's
Yeah.
an engineer, I've never had an engineer be called in on an emergency, so, just curious.
This wouldn't be an emergency. I mean, there could be emergency things, but this is when we have projects that need an engineer to design or provide information on. So for example, the Mesa Manor roof, we need to have some major repairs done to it. We've had roofing specialists look at it, but they, because of the extent of the, the needs up there and the fact that it has many cell towers and other equipment up there. An engineer really is needed for that. Also, we have the boilers at Mesa Manor need to be redone, and there was a suggestion of switching, instead of having 2 boilers, which we now have one for each floor, so that's extensive. And also, I think there was a thought of adding something, the heating, or the water heat onto that.
Okay.
So those are a couple examples.
So
Also-
we're doing this on a one-shot basis, so we have a sort of an engineer on staff, instead of having to go out each project and get an engineer and then do the project?
Right.
Okay.
Correct, because normally Public Works would work on these
Mhm.
projects, but they just don't have the time
Right.
oftentimes for our stuff. So they'll tell us, if you get the architect or the engineers draw it up, we'll approve it and go through the bidding process.
And my other question is, how long does this run for?
We are setting it up as a 2-year contract with
Okay.
3 optional 1-year extensions.
Okay. So we can revisit this again.
And then do they get paid just per each time we use them, or they get paid as a retainer fee? Do they get,
Well,
when,
it's
how
per
is?
use. Part of the criteria is their scoring. They were asked to provide in their proposal the different staffs, their staff's different rates of pay, or what they would charge an entity for those individual staffs. So depending, for each project, it would depend on which staff would be involved, and as how many hours are needed and that sort of thing.
So no money is exchanging hands until the actual need is there?
Correct.
Okay.
Are there any other questions? Any further discussion? Otherwise, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
And I will second it. Again, any further discussion or questions before we vote? Hearing none, I guess we need to vote electronically on this one again.
Did you abstain?
Huh?
Did you abstain?
No, I voted, yeah, I have no objection to
Just
it.
tap it, just.
Okay,
Try the
so
bottom of my
considering
pen.
that
I
you
got
worked
you.
for Werner Schober, I didn't know if.
Yeah, no, I'm not, like, not a no vote anyway.
Unanimous? All right, very good. Moving on to item number 3 under regular business, that is consideration with possible action regarding approval of GBHA contributing up to $20,000 toward City Hall 6th floor remodeling.
Okay, so that's me. I don't know if you guys read the report or not. If you did in the synopsis, is we are doing a full remodel on the 6th floor. Everything, ceilings, floors. We took all the asbestos out, the lead, we're making sure all of the furniture is ergonomically correct, standing, lowering, those types of things. We've combined the front office area, so we don't have to travel to different spots. The project is gonna be in excess of $600,000, and we've asked our federal partners to pitch in for that rehab. The Redevelopment Authority approved up to $100,000 of unrestricted block grant dollars. The Brown County Housing Authority on Monday approved $20,000 federal money, and we're just asking if we can use some Green Bay Housing Authority dollars to go towards this remodel.
How did the $20,000, up to $20,000 figure come about?
I think that was when we looked at the amounts that we could ask for, we wanted to keep it equal between the
Sure,
BCHA and the
sure.
GBHA. I mean, I would ask for more, but I think we thought that 20 was being appropriate
We looked
number.
at spaces used, and staff that contribute to that floor. So out of all the staff, we looked at how many there were and kind of did a number there.
Okay.
It came up actually a little higher, and I'm like,
Yes.
well, let's just ask
Well,
for
and
20.
I'm asking this because I think it's appropriate that we put it on the record in case we have somebody
Yep.
take a look at this and try to
So-
figure
Yes.
out how that came about.
When
So-
I looked at the number of staff that have used that and that, we were over 30,000 is what I said that we could have contributed. And like Cheryl said, she was nice. I was
Well,
willing
I
to spend
think we
money for
looked at
once.
it, you know, we talked to the chair of the BCHA and looked at those numbers, and we just thought 2020 would be equally asked both.
Okay. And we'll get further updates as this goes along as to how much is actually spent of, since up to 20,000, so I'm assuming you'll probably go to
We
20,000?
will spend 20,000. We've got up
Okay.
to there, but our with the cost now, we will. And
That could
our
be a
next
couple
meeting will
standing
be-
desks, and I wanna see how those work.
Well, they're all gonna be actually power, so they're not gonna be like crank ups.
But you can
so
still stand.
You can stand or you can sit.
Wow,
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
So, yeah, we wanted to kind of bring it up. I mean,
Up to date.
I've been with the city 30 years, and we haven't remodeled city floor. I mean, we still had original nicotine stain, ceiling tiles from when we used to smoke in the building, and that kind of stuff, so.
Well, I'm walking down here to come to the meeting today. The last time I was in this room was about 40-some years ago when
This
I
room.
worked for the park department.
Not here for
Other
last-
than,
he wasn't
other
here
than
for
a
last
different
meeting.
color on the wall,
Right.
it looks, and different color on the chairs, it looks the
Right.
same. Yeah, 1973, I think, was the last time I was in this room, so.
We've updated all the technology too, so our new conference room will be meeting in, we'll have, like a larger screen. It's just, it'll be very nice. We're bringing it up to date, so.
I'll make
All
a
right.
motion to approve
Well,
the
from a-
contribution of 20,000 to the City Hall sixth floor remodeling.
Formality
Sorry.
standpoint, I think I do need to abstain from this one. We've got feedback.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
Bernie Schober's our architect for the, just
gotcha.
for record.
Sure. All right, so,
Do we have a second?
so how do I get to voting on this?
You
Oh,
can't-
she
don't
needs
we
a
have
second.
Oh, oh, I'll make the second.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. There you go. Nope, you're pressing, just tap.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Same. One more time. Keep your finger there longer.
Yeah, usually it's just a tap.
It just won't reach your finger tap.
Maybe you're not really living. No pulse?
It will, it
I think Natalie,
will.
were you a spy in a former life?
Yeah, have your fingerprints off there.
All right, that was unanimous, I understand, well, with an abstention. All right, moving on to item E, informational. Item number 1 under that is the GBHA bills, that they're in your packet. Are there any highlights for us, or?
No, I did want to bring up that, just pointed out too, there is one name in there, but it's not a resident name, it is a vendor that
Okay.
uses their name, so.
Okay. So you're not.
I didn't miss
You're
it.
not straying from policy.
No.
Yeah, I didn't have any questions for you, they look pretty standard, unless I missed something. All right. Any questions? All right, hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
And I will second. And I can vote.
It's not an action item because we've
No,
actually
just
already
place on
paid the
file,
bill.
so I don't think we need to vote.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Let's see, item number 2 under that is GBHA financial report.
Nothing real exciting yet. We're at the end of our year, so I will be doing my year-end wrap-up, which will be fun and exciting and very busy for me.
Okay?
But we're in the black.
We're still smiling until I do
I like that.
Yeah.
depreciation.
All righty.
Well, that's just appreciation.
Yeah.
Everybody has depreciation.
All right, any further questions? Otherwise, is there a motion to approve, accept, and place on file?
I'll make that motion.
All right, we have a motion, and I will second. Again, any further questions? Otherwise, signify by saying aye if you
Aye.
approve. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3, Langen report for June 2018.
Okay, standard report in your packet, nothing unusual.
Is there a motion to, or are there any questions? Otherwise, is there a motion to approve? And I will second.
Who first?
Oh, I'm
I'll do
sorry,
it.
I thought you did.
No,
All right, well, I'll do it then. I'll move to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, motion and a second to approve the Langen report and place on file. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number, well, next one on here is number 5, which is, skip something.
Yeah.
4 is down 2.
Yeah, 4 is housing update report.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's good news, because Jamie had her baby.
Ah,
So, and past pictures, you
yay.
guys can see her. Baby girl, Jamie named her Tegan.
Oh, I like that.
Did you look at it, Sam?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm assuming you've seen this.
And then on the staff side, we teamed up last week and we did some housekeeping and REAC inspections for all of our scattered sites. Our REAC inspections are next month,
Okay.
next week. And we're trying to aim for a good score, so just running through to make sure no maintenance or major maintenance issues are not reported to us or addressed. That way we could catch them right away.
Okay.
But that was successful last week.
Good.
Okay, anything else? No, all right. Well, we need to accept the place on file, so we'll just move on. Item number 5, occupancy report for July 2018.
So we have 4 vacancies right now in Mason Manor. And then 1 for scattered sites, but actually after this next coming Monday, there will be 0 for scattered sites because I'm having them sign their lease on Monday. Only 1 upcoming for Mason Manor and 0 for scattered sites for now.
Well,
And you have someone that moved out because they bought a house.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, and they were in the large 1-bedroom. That's like pretty cool, so it was a single person.
Yep.
Wow, that's great.
very good. Any further questions?
I don't see any bed bug evictions as a result.
Nope.
So everybody's complying.
Which
So
brings
far.
us to our next item.
Right.
I was waiting for
Nice
used to be-
segue there.
But used to be all those like eviction.
The
not
the
afraid of
scrolling was
complying with
faster
bed
than you.
bugs.
Right, right. No, I had it up, I was just waiting for password
Your whip today, Mr. President.
Yes. All right, so update on bed bug situation, item number 6.
So we had our full building inspection the last week of June, and then that's where we found a couple units that, they weren't infested, but there was probably like 1 piece of furniture that found bugs on it. So, of course, they go through treatment right away, so our last treatment date was this Monday. 8 units were treated. One of the units, that was their 3rd and final treatment, and then the 7 units that were left over, that was their 2nd treatment. So their 3rd treatment's coming up for the last Monday of this month.
Okay.
And then we will be doing another canine inspection August 30th. We have to wait a month from
Sure.
the last
Treatment?
treatment. Yep.
Sure.
And then we will have updated numbers for you guys September.
Excellent.
Undoggone believable, you guys.
Yes, it really is.
And every unit has been sealed and caulked now?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
All right. All right, moving down to near the end. Date of next
Sheesh.
meeting, August 18th. I'm assuming we'll be here again.
16.
Oh, I'm sorry, 16th. Put my glasses on.
No,
Um,
we'll be up on 6.
Yeah, it'll be done by then.
Yeah, our goal is to move in the first week of August,
Okay,
so, yeah.
we'll get a tour of the new theaters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, very good. Anything else before we adjourn?
We
Very
may
good.
need a special meeting, hopefully not,
Or,
it was nice enough to let us know we have to do a resolution for the CFP to say that you guys are gonna accept them. And they told us on Tuesday that we have to have that into them by the 3rd of August. So they gave us less than 2 weeks, and the agenda was already out, so.
who is doing this?
So,
Was that good?
HUD.
Could we
So-
have presented it at this meeting?
I thought it was the 30th that we had till,
Oh,
it is
okay.
done, but we didn't have enough time to get it into the agenda.
Okay, because all we need is 24 hours to amend.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So we have a message into HUD the HUD field office is the one who requested this, so we have a message into them asking, is this a hard and fast deadline, or is this a
Can we
deadline that
wait
has
until
some
the 16th?
flexibility?
Yeah.
So we'll let you, if we have to have a special meeting, we'll set that up and let you know.
Okay.
And if we don't have to, if you don't hear anything, that means it can wait
Sure.
until the.
Okay,
I won't
great.
be scrambling around like last month trying to find some way to scan those things in after I sign them. Running around the courthouse and nobody will open their door for me. He wants us to do something, we're not gonna open that door.
How long have you been there? Yeah.
All right, so we are ready for adjournment.
I'll make a motion.
I would second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Wow, this has to be a record.
I think
Yeah.
so.